Hi guys, welcome to T-Account, a platform for educational videos for students and accountants. Guys, last example to wrap up this chapter 10, accruals and prepayments. We have done couple of examples for expense, but this is for income, accrued and prepaid income. Page 187, test your understanding for Libby receives income from two rental units as follows. I have already copied that data here so that I could easily refer it to that data. Okay, refer to that data. What is Libby's rental income in the statement of profit or loss for the year ended 31st December? They have given actually receipt book for rental for 2 units. Okay. Let's quickly go through it and then we'll solve it. From first payment, it relates to the period. This was income for October to December 14, and for unit 1 it was received on 30th September 14. Last end of the story. It belonged to 14, was dealt in the same year. But for unit 2, 1300 that belonged to 2014 were received in 2015. Okay. The same, the second receipt, that income related to January to March 15. So this current year. But 2150 for unit 1 was received on 27th December 14. So we have already received it in the previous year. Okay, but yeah, for unit 2 it was received in the, then couple of payments for 15 only for the same period and received in the same period. But the last 2 payments for October to December 15, unit 1 2200 was received in 15 only, but for unit 2 this last payment is outstanding. We haven't received it in 15. Okay, so it will be receivable at the end of 2015. Last payment for the next year. It is for the next year. We are dealing with 15 and this is for 16. From Jan to March 16, 2200 was received in for unit 1 on 29th December 15. So we have received it in advance for unit 2, but for unit 1, but for unit 2 it is okay. But for our this question, this example, they are asking for the income for the period, which will go to the profit and loss account. Okay, if your concept is clear, this is quite simple. For income, you will see what payments are for this period. So from Jan to December, whatever we have received from whatever belongs to this period, forget the date of receipt, from Jan to December. Okay, that's our income for the period, regardless of the date of receipt. Whenever we are receiving, forget it, doesn't matter. But these payments are for the period 2015. Okay, if we add them up, we'll get the answer. For unit 1, it's 2100 plus 2100 plus it was 2150 plus 2150 plus 2200 plus 2200, 8700. For unit 1, income for the year is 8700, but for unit 2, it's 1300 plus 1300 plus 1400 plus 1400. Okay, so that's 5400 in total. Okay, if we add them up, 8700 plus 5400, 14,100. Okay, that's the income for the year. Do we have that answer? Yeah, D is the answer. in choice. See, this is simple, but the problem is too much information given here, and in exam you are in a war-like situation. So, becomes very challenging to get the relevant information, to focus on the relevant information and ignore the irrelevant for that question. Now, this question, for that question purposes, it is solved, but we'll use this opportunity to understand those concepts more clearly. Okay, so let's prepare the T accounts as well, ledgers as well. Now, this first payment, this is for October to December 14 for 2015. For unit 1 it was received in 14, so finished. But for unit 2, 1300, we received it in 2015. Okay, it means this was outstanding, receivable. Okay, for unit 2 something was receivable for unit for the year 14. So receivable balance comes here, we know. Okay, so 1300 at the start of 2015 we had this receivable as rent for unit 2. Okay, what about the next payment? For this from Jan to March 2150, received on 27th December 14. Okay, now that was receivable. Okay, outstanding, so we received in arrear. For the last year we will receive in this year, but for unit 1 the payment relating to first quarter of 2015 we have already received it in 14. Related to 15 we received it in 14. Okay, in December 14. So received in advance, we agreed that it's a kind of liability. So liabilities opening balances come on this side. How much was this? It was 2150. Okay, 2150. So opening balances for both the accounts. This was opening balance receivable relating to 2014, but we hadn't received it, so it's receivable at the start of 2015. Whereas this payment for 2015 we have already received it in 14. So liability, opening balance as liability, received in advance, opening balance as an asset, receivable. Okay, the rest will deal with the first unit 1. Okay, now when you are preparing this, see the receive date. Okay, received on 27th December, gone in that year as opening balance. Here 25th March we received cash. Whenever you receive cash in the income, it will come on this side. 25th March you received cash. Okay, how much? 2150. Then again on 21st June you received 26th June you received 2200. Okay, then 29th September you received 2200. 29th September, sorry, 29th September 2200. Okay, again see, whatever is received in 2015 will come as cash credit in this account. Okay, all those entries which are in 2015 will be posted here. 29th, after 29th September we also have something on 29th December. 29th December. Assume I'm writing cash here. I don't have space. Okay. So help me for that. 2200. So we posted all the payments here, opening balance here. But remember, this all is not income. If this is income, we'll say profit and loss, and whatever it adds up to, we'll write it here. It's 10,900. Okay. Now we know that this is all is not income, whatever we have received, because we have received something, this last payment, which belongs to the next year. So that's not our income. That is something received in advance, liability. So that will come as closing balance carried forward. 2200 clearly says this is for Jan to March 16. Okay, but we received it in 15. Okay, but that is our liabilities. It is coming as closing balance, which will come as opening balance next year. It will be like this, brought forward. Same as we posted here, 2150. Liability will take here 2200. Okay. Now we know this is how to get the balance. Whatever balance we have here is something that goes to profit and loss. 10,900 minus 2200, 8700. 8700 is the income that will go to the profit and loss account. Remember, that was the amount we calculated like this. That will also tell you that. But only don't forget to exclude something that doesn't belong to this year. It belongs to the next year. For unit 2, 1300 opening balance, that was receivable. Then for first quarter 15, 1300 we received on 14th April. Is that the no? We received this as well on 2nd Jan. Let's post all the payments here. On 2nd Jan, we received 1300. Then on 4th April, we received 1300. Then on 1st July, we received 1300. Now we are looking at the receipt date. Whatever is in 15, we'll post them here. 1st July, then October, how much? 1400. Then 2nd of January 16. Okay, khalas. After this, these payments are in 16. So we'll not credit these things here. Our accountant is intelligent enough. He will post whatever comes, whatever payments he is receiving in this year, he'll credit this account with that. So these are the payments, 4 payments received in this year. Okay. But this we had receivables as well. Okay. So 13, how many payments received? 1300 to 1400. So did I miss something? Yeah, something definitely. 1300 2nd January, 4th April. This was on July. It's on October. Okay. Now let's see what balance we have. But I forgot that this amount relating to 2015 from October to December 15 was received in July. Okay, so this was something receivable, 1400 receivable. Okay, we know the receivable balance closing. If closing balance is receivable, it will come on credit side, 1400. So I had in mind that something is missing, because this last payment for the last quarter of 2015 for unit 2, they say it was received in 16. So in 2015 it was outstanding receivable, balance income receivable. Okay, receivable is an asset. So this is closing balance, receivable, balance receivable, a bit difficult, but yeah, it comes on the opposite side. So we posted it there as accrued income. This is as accrued income. So how much is the total? 1300 plus 1300 plus again 1300 plus 1400 plus 1400, 6700. Here 6700 less that opening balance, less 1300, 5400. 5400 is income from unit 2 for the period, for the year. Okay, and but we still have that 1400 receivable. I hope you understood all this, but if you have any questions, do ask me in the comments, and for previous videos, do look for links in the description. Thanks a lot. Thanks.